Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Heath, Sharon, the mayor, and I'm here with another 3-minute video. And this week, we are talking about why does no one want to pick up the phone? And we've had some really cool conversations this week about that. And I think we've come to the conclusion over the last 2 videos. Hopefully you recognize that if you followed along with us the whole week. If not, you can catch up right now. I'm about to tell you the key to it is the phone ringing is opportunity. We have to answer that phone. If the phone's ringing, it's why we exist. On the other end of that call is someone with a need, whether they're shopping for their insurance, whether they're adding or taking away a vehicle, or whether they had a claim that you need to step up and be involved in, or they have a question about coverage. There's a reason why that phone is ringing. So we've got to get that phone answered. And so let's talk about this. As we talked about earlier, I brought it up. I think Kelly's even brought it up. You know, we have a tiered system at APP, and maybe other agencies like you have the same thing. Ring 1 should be a receptionist, and what I like to call is the DOFI, the director of first impressions. And that person is huge in that role. And I think that when you have that director of first impressions, need to be trained on what kind of things say, what to say, how friendly to be. Tonality is huge in that role. To have a friendly and nice and uplifting and bubbly voice, to be able to, but to be able to answer that phone confidently and have a certain script, so to speak, for how that goes. And, you know, after that, you know, once that director of first impression calls and got them warmed up and they figured out where to transfer the call and where it's going next, and you're on the other end of that call, when you answer that phone, when that call is being transferred to you, you've got to be nice. It's not one of those things, you never know who's on the other end of that line. I can't tell you how many times, either my agency or other agencies I've worked with, that someone answers that phone not recognizing that it's a transfer, and they might think it's someone, what do you want? Or what's up? I'm super busy. And then it's a transferred call and it's like, oh no. Or you're super frustrated. You're right there in the moment. You're right in the middle of responding to an email. You're doing something and you don't notice. You pick up the phone and you have a sharp tone. Again, tonality is huge. Or you're real quick to get off the phone because you've got to get back to this or that. Again, that person is calling you for a reason, and they're looking for you to impress them. They're looking for you to take care of their needs. So be nice. It's not that difficult. It's just being nice to somebody. You know, the other thing is, if you are in the middle of a task and you are right in the middle of something, a brief hold is acceptable. You know, if you want to finish that sentence up, you know, let it hold for a second. You know, communicate with the director of first impressions, whoever's transferring, to say, hey, it's going to be just a second. You know, I'm going to finish up this task, or I'm finishing up a phone call. Maybe you're on the other line, or maybe someone's in your office. You know, that person, you know, if it's a customer, or if it's a leader, or if it's another teammate, you know, finish up that conversation as quickly as possible and put a pin in it, whatever it might be. Then again, a brief hold is acceptable. Then get to that call where you're fresh and you're ready. Or if you're frustrated and you just tell the director of first impressions, whoever's transferred it to you, I need a second. Just at least take a breath for a minute, you know, smile a minute, get yourself ready, then take that call. But the point of it is, take the call. Don't avoid your clients. If you know who's on the other end of that call because of caller ID, or you see who it is, or the director of first impressions told you who it is, and you know they're calling because they're a habitual complainer, or they have a bad claim, or they've got something going on, don't avoid clients. You know, if you know, even if it's, let's say it's the flip side of that, and let's say you know that your client just added a new vehicle, or they just bought a new house, or they just added a teenage driver, you know, oh, this is going to be, you know, time out of my day that I don't want to do, process this. Don't avoid. That's money. That's money for the agency. That's money for you. That's a job well done. Take the call. Don't avoid your clients. Don't avoid money. Opportunities calling. Are you going to answer? Guys, I've really enjoyed this week. I hope you have too. Hope it's been a good short week for you. We're coming into the weekend soon. It's going to be a good time. Look forward to hanging out with you on the next one.